It's Wag Chicago. Today's the 12th of November, 11/12, 2020. Anyway, that's what they tell us. Chicago mayor, which I just did a video yesterday where she looked like she was passed out on the couch. Lori Lightfoot issues a stay-at-home advisory, but this news is saying it's not an order. The other channels or other sites are saying it is an order. Let's take a look. I like that cute little sign. Stay home, save lives. Yeah, stay home, submit, and then there'll be a train coming to pick you up soon. Nobody believes it, so don't. All right, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot on Thursday announced a plan urging Chicagoans not to leave their homes or have any social gatherings as the CV cases surge. Yeah, they're surging, all right. Yep. It's worse than both times this year put together. So what are we on, the third, fourth, fifth wave in the first year? But anyways, that's science, by the way. The new science, just believe me, because I have an expert told me. So I don't need to show you no facts. I don't need to show you no studies, no white papers. The transparency is, believe us, submit, now go to your room. And then it doesn't end well from there. The so-called stay-at-home advisory goes into effect Monday at 6 a.m. Now, they just told you this who's this news? BEZ added this part to the thing. It's not an order. Here comes the wizard, snap. Ooh, snap. The wizard's in the room. What did the wizard say here? Starts at 6. They gotta always throw their evil crap in there. 666. Anyway, they couldn't do it at 5 a.m. They couldn't do it at 9 a.m. Because Covey only listens to the mayors and governors of these states. And all around the world, everybody else doing lockstep, lot, whatever. You think this is about a germ, and you don't recognize that every world leader, every left-leaning, if you want to call it that, they're really the smart cities or whatever that was called. It was a UN agenda back, 250 cities signed on. That's your Portland. That's Seattle. That's the one in Kentucky. That's Miami. That's Chicago. They're all part of the UN cities. So if you don't get this yet, good for you. Be happy, be merry, and just don't worry about it. The so-called stay-at-home advisory goes into effect Monday at 6, but it's unclear how the city plans to enforce it. It's more stringent requests to the what's it saying? To stem the spread of the novel. They keep changing the name too. Here it's one name. Here it's another name. You see why they're doing this? Because they get you confused. These guys are the best MF mind effers I've ever even read or seen about. This current thing is just phenomenal how they're getting away with this. Not giving away with it, but how they're tricking everybody. In a press release, Lightfoot warned Chicagoans that if they don't stay home and avoid unnecessary contact, 1,000 city residents could die from the city's second surge. Well, that's what, 20 days of shootings? So, all right, we'll take 20 days of shootings because you do nothing about that. You care about lives so much? What was it, 50 people shot last weekend? Anybody got a problem with that? No, you don't. But remember, as you're hiding in your closet because you got the 2-week self-punishment because you use a stupid stick up your nose because you're an idiot, good luck with that. I don't know what else to tell you guys anymore. Not my listeners. You guys are on target. This is just... The fact that the mayor of a city could say this, tell you now, we're not ordering you, but we're suggesting or we're going to arrest you, right? That's an order. It's an illegal order. It's called a lawless order. And we're not even going to get into that because that's way too confusing for anybody. If they can't see the mask as a scam, you're not going to learn about laws. To migrate that risk, Lightfoot and the city public health officials are announcing new guidelines that will encourage Chicagoans to limit the amount of time they spend in public spaces. Yeah. How'd that work this summer when the riots broke out? You didn't care about that either. So this government that cares about you so, like they love you, like you just fell in love with that new person you met, it's the first 6 months, it's the honeymoon stage, and the government is coddling you and rocking you to sleep while your city is shooting the shit out of you and killing everybody around you. Like, that doesn't make sense, but nobody sees it. So keep believing them. And just keep obeying. If you want to obey, you're going to end up in a camp. You're going to be starving. And we know how that ends. It's happened to hundreds of millions of people in the last 100 years. They've done this over and over and over. The communism, one world BS. It ain't going to work again. It can't work because nobody wants to work and give all their shit away to all their neighbors that don't want to work. That's why even in the 1500s when the colonial tried it, they couldn't even do it, and that's only with 10 people. So, because all of a sudden 8 of the people stop working on your field, 2 of them are overachievers, and they all get paid 10 cents an hour instead of the 2 working, getting the most money, and the rest not getting anything. That's why communism in the real simple form for all you young people out there, that's why socialism, communism, Marxism, whatever you're in love with, won't work. Because people are greedy about their own labor. And they're not going to labor for everybody else in the community. That's just not going to happen. Or maybe it is, because everybody's wearing a mask and hiding in their basement. So maybe it is going to happen. You know what? I could be wrong. Because I'm one of maybe 1 out of 1,000 that see anything. I just don't get it. So the mayor goes on to say, and these aren't orders, by the way. These are just suggestions. Even though the cops will be pulling you over at 6:01 a.m. because you're out past curfew. That's not being enforced or being even suggested. It's just a hint. Like, these are wizards to the next level, man. We're not locking you down. Now go lock down. And then we lock down and then we're all confused. Well, they say they care. It says not leaving home. Not leaving your home. Except for critical need. So now groceries are a critical need. Well, they're going to be, because there's rumors of a big trucker strike, a 3 or 4 day strike coming up. So if that really happens, one, the truckers probably don't know this, but whoever suggested that and is tricking them into doing that for the benefit of your country people, grocery stores have what, 2-3 days worth of food for their town? And you're going to be down 4 days, and then you got to start deliveries after that, if you even start back up. Yeah, it's going to take a week or 2 to even get your deliveries back to stores. So that's not going to cripple people at the end of November. Really cold out, no food. Just saying. I keep saying starvation's coming. Nobody wants to believe that either. And then you get mad at me. I'm just telling you, their plan. They list all this on their site. The UN, the World Economic Efforts, the CDC, the NSP, all of them are listing it. Nobody's hiding it. Like the death rates of this scam. 10 million Americans supposedly got it, right? Test positive cases, whatever you call the scam. But 200,000 roughly died. All of them, including all of the flus, all the pneumonia, all the car accidents, all the jumping out of airplanes that splattered on the ground, all the plane crashes, all the drownings, everything's listed in that 200,000 number. So even with that number, you're only at 2%. And you're going to be bent over a tank soon by General Gustave. You know what the word Gustav means? It's so coincidental that Mr. Gustav has a name that says God. It's a Greek. I think it's Greek. Yeah. Or Roman. It goes back to Roman and Greek time. So go back and look that up. Mr. Gustav, the general, who was smirking when he couldn't wait to freaking take you out to lunch when you don't take your shot. Oh, you gotta watch the interview, or don't watch it. You know what? Don't watch it, because you know what? You might get some information you don't want to know. Not inviting friends or family over to your house. We're talking about Thanksgiving, idiots. Thanksgiving's canceled. For Chicago, the rule to go by, if they don't already live in your home, F them. Oh no, she said meet virtually, but she means F them. F your family. That's the new way, the new world, the one way. Oh, also the new world and the United States has in their guidelines that they want one parent per child, or one child per parent is coming to America. So if you think this is about a virus, keep going, because it's all in their notes. They don't hide any of this. So yeah, keep going. Don't touch commonly used surfaces when you're outside. They don't want you to live, mother effers. Don't touch nothing outside. Wear big rubber gloves that you would clean toilets with. Cover your eyes with Google goggles, and then put saran wrap around your face so you can't breathe. Because the air, don't get fresh air. See this? Don't touch calmly when you go outside to get fresh air. And then, by the way, you're not allowed to go outside and get fresh air soon. That's coming next. Ask Australia how that worked. They were getting arrested for being out past 1 hour. They're tracking you by the hour of how much fresh air you got in your home prison. Don't travel outside the state. She's telling you not to leave the state. This is the mayor of a town. Are you kidding me? Don't travel outside the state. If they're restricting travel, which they're gonna, these are just things to see how you react. And that's why they throw this crap out there. This is why they throw it out ahead of time. They're watching us in real time to see who's having a problem now. Oh, they're playing us too. Even the people that are trying to catch them at this. They're playing us as well. Because they're using AI and D-Wave and all this stuff that there's no way I could freaking think as fast as a D-Wave computer. Don't travel outside the state or have contact with someone who has left the state. The state of what? Emergency? Especially for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday. But we didn't cancel the satanic holiday for some, or the pagan holiday for others, or just Halloween for everybody else that's asleep. So, or they just think it's fun. Whatever. They didn't cancel that holiday, and we know why. That's what I'm saying. So, they're canceling Thanksgiving because it's a family get-together holiday. See, and if you sing, I forgot who said that. One of these idiots said that singing gives the most, I think it was Fauci, said singing is the most deadly, dangerous thing you could do at these gatherings. So, because it lets a lot of spit in the air. Yeah. So, F your family. Do not ever go to your family's house again. You can't go to their funerals no more. Oh, but everybody, I can do it in my town. Yeah, not for long. The United States has 350 million people, roughly. It's thousands of miles wide by probably 1,000 miles high. Yeah, so sometimes maybe your store has toilet paper, but the rest of the country doesn't. Or sometimes your internet's down, and the rest of the country's not. Or vice versa. I can't believe how we can't think anymore. So, starting Monday, all social gatherings, meeting, and events in the city, indoor and out. Who's going to be outdoor in November, you stupid? You're going to be outside at 30 degrees, 10 degrees, ice and rain? Yeah, we're going to eat dinner outside. How about that? Unless you're protesting, then all these rules go out the window. Then you can do whatever the F you want. That includes events at venues such as weddings and funerals. So 10 people at a wedding or funeral, unless you're a protester. Because that's coming too, by the way. This election stuff's not over. They're going to either flip the script, or when the final thing comes in that their boy lost, either side, 100%, yeah, there's going to be people not happy. So what are they going to do about those 10 people when there's thousands in the street? Like, they're not going to stop them. So all this is BS. And if it was really about a germ, you would know dead people all over your neighborhood. There would be one in every house by now. You would have, you know how they do the leaves here in the wintertime, or right in the fall, where they put them on the side of the curb and they come once a week at garbage time and pick it up. You'd have bodies in the street piled up for the county to come pick them up once a week. We don't have that yet. Let's see, businesses which are under a different guideline, those businesses can generally only allow up to 40% capacity. You know who's not getting 40% of their pay? The police, the fire, the mayor, all the government employees. 60% of the U.S. population works for a government agency. So you guys are going, rah, 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 I'll stay home for 2 weeks because you get paid. You don't get it. You don't get it. In late October, City Hall banned indoor dining and drinking at restaurants and bars, mandated that all non-essential business. This word right here, folks, is so dangerous. Non-essential businesses must be closed between 11 and 6 a.m., which makes 911 backwards, by the way. And in that world, up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. We all know that. As of Thursday, the biggest regions of concern for Chicago are the northwest and southwest sides, according to Lightfoot's administration. Yeah, you know why the northwest side is so bad? It's all cops and firemen. So are they going to listen? We're going to find out. That whole area, that's the only place cops can live in Chicago. Otherwise, they'll get what the other citizens are getting. The tougher new guidelines came on a day that Illinois once again broke a record for the number of daily cases. How could you not break a record? It's a continuing number. So a year ago, we had 1 case. Now we got 1 million cases. Okay, tomorrow we'll have 2 million cases. The next day you'll have 10 million cases. The next day you'll have 11 million cases. It's always going to be breaking a record every day, wizard. So they can tell you, chicken shits, that every day we're breaking records for COVID. Yeah, no shit, because you never reset the clock. What you do every year for flu, if you look at the old CDC, your guy's Bible, and I go to it too because they don't lie to you as well. They lie to you and don't lie to you. That's wizardry, but these guys are just, you're going to be breaking records because, the flu. The flu used to go by a thing called years. So it would show the 2017, 2018 flu season, 2018, 2019 flu season. Now they stopped tracking it because now everything gets generally lumped into COVID. So why didn't they reset the clock? This should be the 2020-21 season. So it should start from zero again. Therefore, you wouldn't be breaking records on an hourly basis, which you will forever. And the World Economic Forum, again, for those who refuse to read COVID 19er, the great RESET by Mr. Schwab, you may really want to start reading that Cliff Notes, or there's videos about it, because he states in there the masks are 100% permanent forever. So they know what's going on. He also states COVID is not even a thing. So it's in his own writing. So again, they tell you because they have to. It's part of their Illuminati evil BS. They have to tell you what they're doing. You know why? Because you must consent. Kneel, take a knee, or they can't take your soul. This is Wags. Have a great day.